postseason shooting videos are becoming a summer tradition. And after a poor playoff showing against the Hawks and trade rumors circling, social media videos have emerged of Simmons working on his three-point shooting. Shannon, what do you make of the video?
Man, that's just repeat. That's the same shot he shot, and they just put that thing on repeat, Skip. Look, I don't take anything from him because I've seen these before, Skip. Skip, here's a man that took 3 shots in the fourth quarter in a 7-game series. Skip, it's not that he can't shoot. He's afraid to shoot. He's afraid of air. Unlike Giannis, that an airball is free throw, airball a three-pointer, and come right back down and do it over again.
Yep.
If he airballs something, he's like, I'm not doing it. And when he passed up a dunk for a layup, for a jump shot, nah, I'll say I'm good. Skip, I just don't. You shooting that in the empty gym. You do all this practicing, so you hopefully that when you get an opportunity to get in the game, it carries over. When you never seen Ben Simmons pull up with a three-pointer, with the exception, the end of a quarter, end of a half. When you just say, okay, Ben, shoot that thing and just put that, just stroke it.
Is he capable of doing that? Off that video, what do you see?
Skip.
You see pure form.
Skip,
you see textbook.
Skip, I never
you
said
see touch,
Skip,
right?
Skip, there's a difference between being that can't shoot and being afraid to shoot.
Totally agree. Totally agree. He is afraid to shoot, but he can shoot.
Yes.
And we have seen games such as February 15th at Utah where he just torches somebody.
Right.
He went at Utah on Gobert 42, 9, and 12. He made 12 of 13 free throws because he has a pure motion, left-handed motion. In fact, he has a pure shooting motion than LeBron has ever had. LeBron struggles with, do I do this? Do I do that?
Right.
He's always correcting. The technique is pure. The demons are in the psyche.
Thank you.
He just needs a shrink. He doesn't need a shot doctor. He needs a psychological doctor, right? He needs to be put on the couch. Because I'm going to remind everybody, when you talk about trading Ben Simmons, he has made 3 straight all-star teams. He's made an all-NBA team. He has made 2 straight all-defensive teams, and he has led this league in steals as a defender. It's hard to match this resume. He just turned 25 years of age. And when you see that kind of form at, what do we give him, 6'10"?
Easy.
6'10", maybe 6'11". You say, well, what are you doing? You just need to fix his head because the talent is there. All the technique is there. You can't trade him. He's too.
Yes, you can.
He's too scary to trade. He's too scary. He will come back to haunt you.
That's okay.
Okay, he's averaged 16,
I call
8, and 8.
Ghostbusters to get him out of my house. You remember Ghostbusters?
Do I? 16, 8, and 8. He has averaged for his career. 3 straight All-Star teams. And he was, by the way, he was the Rookie of the Year in this league.
But think about this, Skip. You say he averaged 16, 8, and 8.
Yep.
Look at his numbers since his rookie year. Across the board, they've come down every single year.
Okay, but you see the potential. It's all there. It's all there. How can you give up on that kind of potential?
Easy. Give me 3 first-rounders and an all-star.
3 first-rounders? Nobody's going to do that.
Why not?
3 first-rounders?
If he's what you say he is, they should be lining up to give you that.
Well, if I'm the Sixers, I just say, I got him, and I'm keeping him.
No, I ain't got him, no.
And I got to fix him. I got to fix him psychologically.
What did Joel Embiid say? Joel said, when was the turning? They asked Joel Embiid, when was the turning point of the game? What did he say?
Doc bust him too. He threw him right under the bus.
Well, then how you gonna go back? How you gonna go back to that, Skip?
Well, you just do because he's too good.
No,
because somebody upstairs, starting with Daryl Morey or maybe the owner, Josh Harris, has to say, stop it. He's just too good.
Daryl Morey
we will figure this out.
Daryl Morey is trying to get the package together to try to get Dame Lillard. You know that, I know that. They're trying to. They're gonna try and move him, Skip. And like I said, I'm not saying he can't shoot. Look at the ball in his hand. Nice rotation on the ball. But you're afraid. You Skip, like I said, and I tell the story, not being able to swim and being afraid of the water are 2 different things.
I got it.
Not being
able to... Is he unfixable? You're saying he's unfixable.
Well, but somebody else. But here's the thing. You know what happened, Skip? When he was in high, they should have fixed this in elementary school. But they say, you know what? At junior high, they'll fix it. Well, you got the junior high say they'll fix it in high school. And the high school say they'll fix it in college. And college say they'll fix it in the NBA. It's kind of like Tebow's throwing motion.
Okay.
Everybody kick the can down the road.
Okay, but that's different. That's unfixable. It just is that's what you're born with.
Okay.
You can't get any better than that, right?
Well, until I see it,
somehow he made 3 straight all-star teams and 2 all-defensive teams, and he's a bust.
No, Skip, I didn't say he was a bust. But he didn't make no all-star teams by shooting the basketball. Can we agree on that?
Well, he's capable.
How you know?
I just saw it on that video.
Don't be fooled again by the
so
video.
You got there at 24-hour fitness and you shooting, so they're like, man, Skip, you need to be in the NBA, huh?
Some pretty impressive threes.
I've heard that a few times.
About it. Okay, someone took a shot at Shannon's Lakers. I will tell you who and explain the details next.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy, and I won't back down.
That experience. Shannon, how much can you see him contributing to a championship here?
That's right, Skip. I mean, you think about it. He got gold medals. He's been all NBA, all-star games. He's been one of the best players of his generation. And the only thing, he's never been to an NBA Finals. He's never tasted what it's like to be called a champion for the rest of his life. So that should keep him up at night. And I think he'll play a role, Skip. I think the thing is he's probably going to come off the bench, probably play 20, 25 minutes a night. But not only can he just spot up, shoot the three, catch and shoot the 3, Skip, Melo still got a post-up game. Melo still got a nice mid-range game. Now, don't sleep on his mid-range. He's still artful in that category also. Now, if you look at with all the additions, with the exception of Dwight Howard, they're all defensively challenged, Skip. Malik Monk is not a defensive guy. Wayne Ellington's not a defensive guy. Neither is Kendrick Nunn. Neither is Carmelo. So AD's gonna have to have a big eraser because he's gonna have to erase a lot of stuff. Dwight Howard's gonna have a big eraser because he's gonna have to erase a lot of stuff. But I think Melo can play a role where he gives them double digits. He provides some leadership when he comes in with that second unit. And there's a great chance he'll probably be in that closing lineup, Skip, because at the end of the day, when you get to that closing lineup, who can I trust to be where they're supposed to be, to knock down a shot when we need them to knock it down? And I believe LeBron he's known Melo. They've been in the league 19 years. He's known Melo since they were in probably 11th grade with the AAU tournaments. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Melo went to Oak Hill. LeBron went to St. Vincent. If I'm not mistaken, they played each other.
I believe they did.
Yeah, they've known each other for 2 decades.
Yep.
They trust each other. They're very good friends. They vacation together. I like to think if you vacation with someone, you would consider that person a very good friend.
Well, Melo said on one vacation that LeBron jumped in and saved his life from drowning.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you owed it to him to come.
Superhero LeBron. Yep. There you go.
But see, you probably gonna see what you said is that he pushed Melo in the water to begin with.
Did he?
So he should have said.
Is that what you were thinking?
There you go. See,
I don't know. I didn't say a word about it.
You don't want to give a man credit. You gonna talk about he pushed him in, but Skip, I like it. I think that we've seen LeBron be successful with guys, and I think Carmelo can play a very valuable role. I think he'll give them double-digit points. He'll give them leadership, and he'll be what they thought they were when they signed him.
Okay, so I watched much of Carmelo's interview session yesterday via Zoom, and I liked all of it, but it was a little hard for me to watch only because of this. I've always liked Carmelo Anthony since I watched him lead Syracuse as a freshman to the national championship, beating Kansas in the championship game. I just thought that guy is that guy. You know, that guy is going to carry an NBA team to a championship.
Right.
And the opposite happened, as you suggest. He's now, Carmelo's 28-55 in playoff games. That is the worst playoff record of anybody over, what's the cutoff of 80 games? Anybody who's played 80 or more games, that's the worst record of anybody, which it would be because it's so far under 500.
Right.
Okay, so he's been star-crossed, so to speak. As you remember, he was Denver Nugget to start with, and then wanted out, didn't like the direction the Nuggets were going, forced his trade, and they traded him to the Knicks for about 2/3 of the Knicks.
Exactly.
And it left nobody around Carmelo with the Knicks.
Right.
He did lead the league in scoring as a Knick.
Right.
And they had their moments, but no huge moments.
Right.
So all of a sudden 2014 comes, and he becomes a free agent. And he takes some big trips to Chicago, and where else did he go? A couple of Houston he visited, but the main visit was to the Lakers. And they put on a show for 2.5 hours. They put on a show. They had the movie producer, Joel Silver, make a trailer, like a 5-minute trailer of his life and times, and Tobey Maguire narrated it. And it just blew him away. Right. But the money was still bigger, obviously, to stay home, stay with the Knicks. So he got an extra year and $50 million more, whatever it was, to stay with the Knicks. Right. But he entertained the idea of joining his other brother, Kobe, with the Lakers. I know it was a big controversy. Remember, Kobe did not attend the 2.5-hour session. People were saying, well, are you threatened by Carmelo? Don't you want him? Why didn't you help recruit him?
Rest his soul. Kobe's like, the Lakers sell itself. They don't need me. Either you want this or you don't. Either you want it or you don't.
I'm not going to come and try to beg you to play for the Lakers. Right, that is true.
But Skip, remember, though, Carmelo was supposed to go with D-Wade and Bron to Miami.
He was.
That wasn't supposed to be CB.
Nope.
But he backed out, and then they reached out to CB, and CB says, okay, I'll do it.
Yep. So then he falls out of favor with Phil Jackson in New York, and the next thing you know, he's being traded to Oklahoma City, where he teams up with Paul George and Russell Westbrook, and you know how that flamed out against Utah in the first round.
And hold on, didn't they trade it? They traded him to Atlanta, who ended up buying him out.
Yep. Then there was a Houston side. It's like one thing after another. But it was a little hard for me to watch the Carmelo I used to know and love in New York City talk about how yesterday he said, I'm cool with my new role, because he, as he said yesterday,